Hello, Commander, and welcome to all gamers XCOM. Wait, sorry. Just been told we can't use that term. Hello, Commander, and welcome to Terra Invicta with
Oh
me,
Lord.
Commissioner Johnny. And with me, as always, is Commissar J67. Hello there.
Oh crap. Hey, what's up guys? Um yeah, that happened. um the Marichal of space travel and trade lines. Bear J67.
Alright.
Uh the Grand Admiral. Grand Admiral 67.
Well, I wouldn't say Grand Admiral. I mean,
Oh.
that's being very generous. You can be Rear Admiral,
Wow.
or you know what? Admiral doesn't really fit J67. How about Captain J67?
Captain's
I'll be
log.
Grand Admiral.
Oh.
I
Oh.
I've encountered another alien species and already plotting the downfall of humanity with it.
Oh my. Guys, so look. We have both. First off, welcome, right?
Hello.
John, hey, hi. I'm not Admiral or Captain or Rear Guard or something else. Rebel Commander, J67. I'm Baron J67, and oddly enough, right? It feels like we haven't been here in a while, even though it's only been a week break, right? And that was because of Father's Day
So
and poor planning. Huh?
yeah, it's don't worry. StarCross is is always been a passion project. We're not in it for the fame or the glory. And
Unless it starts showing
sometime,
up, then it's a whole different story. It's a different animal.
yeah, then Baron may actually start showing up. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not. I heard the truth in his voice.
Yeah, only true fans will know where the sarcasm starts.
Oh Lord. But
Um,
keep going. My bad.
yeah. Uh, I was gonna ask you,
Mm-hmm.
what are we watching tonight? But you didn't play the game.
Yeah. So I'll ask. What are we watching tonight? Game on this? What game is on the screen? What are we looking at?
This is XCOM. Oh, sorry, I can't say that. This is Terra Invicta. Um, I keep making the parallel with XCOM because the developers of this title were started off as XCOM mod teams, and
Oh.
then they wanted to make their own game. And then the premise of this game is you're a shadowy organization working from the shadows to help the world repel an alien invasion. So, I
Oh.
mean, you know, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
So does
But
the world know that there's aliens, or is it like a shadow war?
um, actually, I can't remember if the world at large knows, but the government know
Ah,
at the very least. You
like
know how
they
it is.
allegedly do now.
It's
Dun dun
like
dun.
we're like the nerds sitting in like rural Nevada. There are aliens out there, man. And we're like the first to the scene, and when we get there, it's like the CIA is already there.
It's like darn suits. Wouldn't it be funny if like they weren't like the Men in Black anymore? They were just like they were like Tommy Bahama and like
Oh,
they like button down Hawaiian shirts like that. That's
so it'd be like Ben 10 at that point.
yes, yes. It would be exactly like Ben 10. Ben
Oh.
10 was a god tier show. Uh, I didn't watch past what was it? Was it Omniverse or when they were like in high school. I didn't watch past that, like the reboot or Ben 10,000.
I've kind of fallen off with it as well. I watched the original, and then I watched the one where Yuri Lowenthal played like a older and
It's what's so crazy was Ben 10 was a solid show. Like
oh yeah.
it actually still holds up too if you go back and watch it, which I probably will now. But back to the video game version of aliens taking over Earth, at least in secret. Now,
Mhm.
I gotta ask: is there XCOM style combat in this game?
Nope, it is purely a 4X.
Dun dun dun. Now, is there a lot of wheeling and dealing?
Well, Commander, we're not alone. We have to go up against 6 other factions. Um,
Oh,
there's like uh, in the demo that they released, you can only play as the Resistance, and
okay.
I can only think of the Resistance from Star Wars because of just how inept we are. Um, so it's the Resistance who are like, fight the power, or, beat back the aliens. But the team that I will be playing because I'm absolutely gonna get this game, is Team Humanity First. Um, and they're like the Resistance plus 10. They're like, what? Because like each of them has like their own little leader portrait that you talk to, and like the one for the Humanity First is like he's like a Guevara kind of guy. He's like the Spanish guerrilla, and
Got you.
he's like, they're they're not even living things. They're animals or something like that. You get
So
the
he
gist.
truly hates aliens.
Oh yeah. I mean, Humanity First is a strong message when they're literally trying to take over the world. But you also have like oh look, there he is right there.
That's
Um,
that's him.
I get your
Admiral
autograph, sir.
Admiral Comrade.
Yeah.
Humanity.
Uh, 1 million aliens. Um, but besides us, basically everyone, all the other factions are either neutral or in favor of the aliens. The two people that are indifferent are, oh gosh, you see, the cool ones are already off the picture, so
So he doesn't
obviously
even
I
care anymore.
didn't pay
He's like,
attention. There's like the, there's like the, I think they're like the Enclave or something is what they're called, not the Fallout ones. Like they're
mm.
not as cool. They're like, oh my gosh, we need to be Team Alien. I love aliens. And they just want to like sign us up to subservience.
So they'd be the
And
ones to serve the elves, is what you're saying.
oh yeah, that'd be that kind of person. Um, there's also a team that are like, guys, we need to open our textbooks and be smart, and we'll like impress them with our knowledge.
Like
Um,
they didn't just travel
I
10 billion light years away from.
Yeah, and then the other two guys are like, I forget the other two. I don't even remember their names, but it's like one wants to build like colony ships and just leave Earth because they won't be able to track the ships, obviously.
Yeah,
Uh,
we won't be driving past them at very slow speeds.
yeah, they don't care. They just want to leave. And then the last one is like, we don't care about aliens. We just want power.
Uh,
And they're like completely indifferent to the aliens, and they're just kind of there to mess with you. But if
and what's the
what
name
they
of this
say
game again? Just in case we didn't say it, because we kind of just jumped into it.
Terra Invicta, what does that mean in English? No idea. I know Terra is Earth. Invicta sounds like invasion, so I'm willing to believe it's an invasion of Earth. But you know what? Do I look Latin? No, I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, right? So I like the idea of the willing and dealing. What? How do you win?
Uh, each faction has like their own set of like goals at the start.
Okay.
Um, for the resistance, it's like to you have to make it up into space. You have to research like the origins of the aliens, and you have to like ensure that there are no signatures left in the solar system or something, or they're like sufficiently pushed back. I don't remember.
Mm.
They only let you play for the first 7 hours, which sounds like a long
I was
time.
about to say only.
But the thing is, um, I'm gonna share my gripes at the same time with this.
Fair.
In the demo, they didn't let you even save the game. So the fact that they only let you play the first 7 hours is almost meaningless because who has time to do that all in one session? Um, so I don't really know anything past leaving space.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, leaving Earth. So I don't know endgame stuff, but like I get the idea of what we're going to do.
You know what? That let's pause here for a second, right? The hubris of, hey, these aliens just came from across the universe to our planet, and I think we need to quickly, within our small scale brains, build a spaceship to get off planet. Like, please, guys, let us get into space first. Earth's rules.
Guys, please. The mom said I have to leave first.
Like, you guys just let us off the ground. Gosh, you keep shooting down our ships. Start crying.
I'm gonna call I'm gonna call the server admin.
No, but right, like, come on, like, you can't, like, I'm not trying to poke holes in the plot of the game, but that just sounds really ridiculous. And I'm one to, I'm one to lean into the ridiculous. Like, I'm looking forward to full dive technology, so I'm completely here to
Uh-huh.
sell out. But the idea of like racing to get off planet when the aliens are already here, to get away from the aliens because they're doing horrible things to us, like, do you think they're just gonna peacefully let us go?
No. Um, which is why you need to enlist now with humanity first. Not really.
He's like,
Um,
and that segues into our marketing campaign.
do you want to save humanity from space aliens?
Earth first.
Come down to your local recruitment office for Humanity First and pick up your M16.
Get in there. Earth needs you. But no,
Well, we do have an ace up our sleeve for when the aliens come.
oh Lord.
Earth's greatest defense,
Oh my god.
and we're gonna give him body armor. He'll be unstoppable.
Oh
Alien,
god.
aliens are gonna be like, "Sir, the puny Earthlings appear to be sending a messenger. That's no
Oh
messenger. That's
god.
our undoing."
He's the chosen one. Oh my god. Pineapple's here to save us all.
He listen. I I have my full faith that he will 1v all. Give that man
He's all
a
got a
base.
GoPro on his back.
Unstoppable. Give that man a baseball
He's
bat and he can do anything.
he's live streaming it on TikTok and Instagram and Twitch. He's all killing aliens based on how many points you submit. He's like, oh, I got a sub. He's on 360 axe spin. Oh, he's melee only. They're all picking his weapons. Pick my
Thanks.
loadout.
It's like It's like he's doing the like a Doom animation of just like ripping an alien's head off, and then just in the middle, hey, thanks Johnny Man for the $5.
Oh my god! And then all of a sudden, like the person who donates the most, like he has a sub goal of like I don't know $1 billion because of course the whole planet is watching. His first tier sub goal, it's all of a sudden the activate Doom guy, and then the Doom music starts. And then the next tier is Skyrim battle music.
Guys, if you donate $100 right now, I'll write your name on the wall with alien blood. Thanks to these patrons.
Oh my god! What? Okay, what company would be like ads? What ads would run during his? And then of course his
Uh,
camera doesn't fully turn off; it just shrinks while they're running ads.
Obviously, SpaceX.
Yeah. Oh, definitely SpaceX. Like, oh, your 1080p and 4K for those who are subscribed. Viewership is thanks in part by SpaceX.
Well, no, see, this is the thing. That car that they sent up, you remember that little stunt? It's actually a transformer lying in wait.
Oh my god. Wait, so is does he get the mech suit?
Oh yeah, it'll be like like, it's like the battle is tipped in the scale of the aliens. Things look bleak, and then all of a sudden you hear beep, and then it just comes ramming straight through the wall
Bro, I
and
was
just transforms.
dude, what if he got sent out of the airlock freaking Halo 2 style? Like you just
Permission to leave the station? For what purpose? To give these aliens back their bomb.
hey. I just love the fact that like honest to God his weapons of choice would be like freaking rudimentary like melee weapons like a broken pipe.
Yeah,
Like it's
like
he,
a broken bottle, a baseball bat.
like and then for when he activates his superpowers because of course he's gonna have a random superpower. Um, he's gonna have a freaking bumper blade from Fallout. Oh
He
my!
gets the Ripper.
Oh yeah, bro. And then his and then he has a skillet as a shield. Like he goes full PUBG. He's a cast
No, he'd
iron.
wear a stop sign.
Oh yeah, yeah. He definitely would wear a stop sign. And then he's gonna have like an American flag cape. He's just
It's like, oh, I've just gotten a donation from XXX Baron J67 XXX. Recreate One Punch Man.
oh my god. Dude, could you imagine if this, like, if we had superheroes, like, if superheroes truly existed, right? Like, superpowers and all, this is the stuff we would see.
Yeah, and people would somehow want to give money to a superhero.
Yeah, yeah. Like, bro, donate $100 so he could do a barrel roll with the.
He'll play, he'll play bowling with the corpses.
Oh, so, so you just see the aliens begging for their life. Oh my god!
It's like they're portraying the closest thing they can to sadness, and it's just like, no.
Hey, his thumbnail's gonna be his face over the old school Doom guy where he's standing on a pile of the demons.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Would it be his face just like wearing like a pineapple hat?
Yes, yes. Um, and that. Oh, what emotes would he have?
A pineapple bomb or a pineapple grenade?
Pineapple grenade. Yep. And then like a pineapple with maracas. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah. Or a baseball bat made to look like a pineapple with like all the nails shooting
Yep,
out. I
bro.
mean, we
It's sad
already.
because I would watch.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that would be like the 24-hour live stream at the house. How do you get the kids? Flames are not flames are. That's next week.
Yeah,
How do you
next
get the
week.
pineapples on? He's
But
killing more aliens. It never gets old.
oh my god, he's got a level 5 hype train.
You know what is the level 5 hype train? He uses the teleporter on their ships to go to their home world.
Oh my god.
It- it's like he teleports back and it's just like in the middle of the street and he just goes on a rampage.
Oh my god! And somehow his GoPro works in it, like from that before. It's still streaming.
In
Keep the
4K.
cameras rolling. Oh my god!
I mean,
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous because, and then of course he's not riding in the ship on the way out into the outside the atmosphere. He's riding on the ship, and then it like launches him once he hits the atmosphere. It like the he just
he's
catapults. It just
he's listen, he's played Kerbal Space Program. He's probably designed the rocket.
oh my god. Oh man. And then and of course we could like somehow airdrop like different gear to him. It's like full on Hunger Games.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
bro.
Like, oh, what is this? A little package falling from the sky. Oh, it's a pipe wrench. And then you just hear doo 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 doo.
Oh, oh my god,
He
bro.
he volunteered he volunteered for tribute like before we even started.
He was supposed to just go up there and recon.
He
Oh, they sent him to space with a bubble gum and a shoelace and a paper clip, and he came back in their galactic cruiser.
he's tied he's tied together the heads of all of the aliens as a giant necklace.
Oh my god,
Oh my god,
bro,
can you imagine? For it's like the merch store. For just 19.99, you too can get a alien finger.
bro. They all make like he's on the cover of like Wheaties box, and then they do like the whole like after the team wins the Super Bowl, and they have all these
Yeah.
like Sports Illustrated ads. And they're all doing a sports science on him. Look at the way he cranks back with his bat. Look at that angle.
Oh my yeah.
Flap.
Oh my god. This is incredible. Sign this man up for the MLB.
Oh my god, bro. Like,
Not only he would be a world hero.
dude, I oh my god.
I You know what this really stems down to though? I think that we're just really good at marketing. You
I
know,
think so too, because we could make this work. Because I sold myself on it.
yeah, I mean, I've already started the Patreon and I've already started my own, $100 tier.
Dude, we gotta totally do a
I'm gonna be
Kickstarter for this. Um, like,
GoFundMe.
a GoFundMe to go fund Pineapple on his space war journey. Um, oh god.
It's like
What?
it's like a it's like after the invasion, right? And now it's just for sport, and it's turned into a Roman
Oh
gladiator
my
arena.
god. Okay. Because now my headset's dying. Look, back to Pineapple saving us in this forex strategy. Um,
There
I
was a
got
game we were talking about.
right. No, so okay. What's this is a thing, folks? Right. Outside of Pineapple being Flash Gordon's nephew, and he'll save every one of us.
He's right. He's actually Ray Skywalker.
Oh God, I can't get back on track. Okay, so folks, for those who are new, right? Um, Me and Johnny, we're huge on tactical RPGs. Like, it's it's a good majority of what we play. I mean, whether it's XCOM, whether it's 4X strategy such as this, Terra Invicta, whether it's what was that other one we were playing for a while? Bannerlord, Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Like, we love a good strategy RPG. And the wide variety of them, because like I said, each one of those games has completely different gameplay. Like what you're seeing here, Terra Invicta, it's clearly it's a 4X strategy with a lot of I don't want to use the word strategy because that sounds super redundant, but help me out here.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, basically any mobile game now is considered a strategy game. Like, oh
Huh.
man, you want to connect three pieces of candy? You better use some good strategies.
Oh God. See, that is
That's not
funny.
even me. That's not even me. That's like Steam. That's like Apple App Store.
See,
Like that's them.
now see, this is what you gotta wonder, right? Like, when does so is Bejeweled a strategy experience?
It's down to your own skill to pass the level.
Okay, so
So what you could say is Bejeweled is actually a roguelike strategy game.
yeah, because once you stop, that's it. You don't get to go back to that same. Oh
Every time
God.
you replay the level, it's going to be different.
Oh God.
It's also an action adventure.
Yeah, because you're. Oh, this is why labels suck. Um.
Yeah, I don't let them define me. I mean, some people call me funny. Some people call me extremely weird. I just don't let it get to me. I'm just me.
He said, "I'm just being me." Okay. So the point I was trying to make to this is that we've both been spending a lot of time playing different tactical RPGs. How many hours have you put into this so far, even within just the demo?
I would have been able to answer that, but as soon as I uninstalled the demo, because when the little festival thing ended, obviously they restricted my access, so
That
I
sucks.
don't know the information anymore. I'm
Got
willing
you.
to say like 40 hours.
Okay. So I've recently been playing, and I'm currently reviewing a title called Symphony of War. I believe it's made by Double Dragon or Double. I'm sorry, so sorry, guys. I'm butchering your name. It's published by Freedom
Uh,
Games.
Dancing Dragon Games.
Dancing Dragon, thank you. And it's funny because they actually responded to me on Twitter because I asked them. I was like, "Hey, how much Ogre Battles did you guys play?" And they were like, a lot of Ogre Battle 64 and Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. And that's like a fusion of what that game is. And it's funny because when I seen it during the Freedom Game Showcase, my first thought was, "Holy crap! This is my childhood brought back to life." Now, of course, it's not the 3D like chibi sprite design from the 360. It's more of the March of the Black Queen design, and it's not bad. I love the art style. It's timeless. Like, what's cool about it is it's one of those styles that it'll never age out, design wise. But I am hooked. I've
Hmm.
got probably like actual solid play. I want to say I have about I know for sure I have over 12 hours like personally into it. Now of course I had to leave it on for a bit because I was in the middle of a battle and didn't want to quit and
Hmm.
all type of other stuff. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
So
we've
it's
heard this excuse.
yeah, look, it's all lies. I've really got 20 something hours in it. I'm
Guys, I
hooked.
swear, I
Um
haven't played the game that long.
I haven't played anything else. But no, dude, it's ridiculous. So there's so many different systems, right? And that's I know for me that's what hooks me on these games is all the systems working so well together. Like I feel like I'm always intimidated by 4X strategy games because out of a lot of strategies, that's the one I usually don't play. Like I'll play Civ before I play this. Civ seems easier than this.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
and when I say easier, I mean like less. Like, would you say Civ is easier? And I'm talking about Civilization for those who don't know what Civ is. Would you say Civ is easier than like a Stellaris or this?
Well, uh, I think what it boils down to more is how steep of a learning curve you're willing to
Mm,
climb. I mean, sure, Civ may have a less of a learning curve because I mean, you can't even end your turn until like they've told you everything you still need to
yeah.
know. But
Go ahead and keep
Stellaris,
talking. I gotta charge my headset. Give me a second. I'm mute my mic. Hold this down.
yeah, don't worry. This man is the face of professionalism and always being ready. Stellaris, on the other hand, sure, there are a lot of a lot more intricacies. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like that much harder. Um, I mean, if you just want to boil it down for simplicity's sake, because we're all very simple beings, you know, just learn the optimal strategy and just keep doing that, you know? Um, if you want to, I mean, using Civ, you can play like six different ways, and all of them, the play styles, you know, they're all going to have varying levels of difficulty. You know, trying to be Uber Warman and declare war on everybody and capture all their capitals. You know, gonna be a lot harder from than just being Mr. Science Boy and shooting up the rocket into space. Um, and then you get to play Stellaris, right? Um, but no, I'd say they're almost neck and neck. To answer Baron's question, and uh, because Baron's not here to for me to stop, he's not gonna be able to stop me. That is, on the note of Terra Invicta, because he has more Symphony of War knowledge than I do. Um, in Terra Invicta, in the late game, what you're gonna be able to do is actually like construct little space stations out in space, or you can like put bases down on like asteroids and moons and planets and stuff. And that way, it you know, you actually are like progressing both human civilization and you're actually mounting like a proper defense. Like, okay, look, now you can build I don't know, all of your warships en masse in like the Mars region because all of the resources are just there, you know, you don't have to blast it off from Earth's orbit anymore. And that's something I think is really cool because I mean, obviously, you're like, you know, you're becoming like the Empire. Um, I
So,
haven't actually.
oh,
I was just gonna say I haven't actually experienced any space combat, but I've designed a ship, and I wanted to build one, but um, it took too long, and I my computer shut off before I could actually see it. So,
mm,
did you know
I
that one?
have you ever seen The Expanse?
I have not.
It's pretty good. Of course, like all good sci-fi shows, they tend to get out there in the later seasons. But and it does a good job of showing like how the you I want to say geopolitical situation takes off and how all of a sudden Mars started off as like of course a colony, but then it turned into its own empire and they're like a military might. And then the working communities in the asteroid belts, they become like the belters. So it turns into three factions just over time of everybody being separated and like they're all this different varied languages and whatnot, and then there becomes a whole new belt language that's only spoken on it's crazy just how it doesn't take much for everybody to group off. Um,
No,
that's
it's crazy what millions of miles between two peoples will have on you.
right. And then, what do you mean we got to pay taxes?
It's
Look, da da
like
da.
it, it's literally the equi. if you think about it, it's literally like what happened here on Earth. Like,
Mm-hmm.
back in the old days when like, there, Britain would be like, "Hey, America, pay your taxes." It like, that message took like I don't know, like a month to get here, and
And it's
that'll be
like,
the exact same thing when it's in space. Like,
yeah,
you know how long like even messages like data transfers take in space. It's gonna be the exact same thing.
I always
That's my
wondered,
hot take.
right? I've always wondered what's going to be the next medium to make things to the way we transfer data. Because I feel like once we figure out something that's going to be cooler, and not in terms of like aesthetic, but like literal temperature cooler, we could really ramp things up. But I wonder what that resource is going to be. Watch it be
Yeah.
something like we kick over now. Like it's all I don't
Well,
know, like quartz crystal. Like we
but
something you
if
get
that
at
were
like the Dollar Tree. Now it's like a like government essential resource that's all confiscated.
if that were the case, I feel like we probably would have stumbled upon it, or at least have like an inkling that it could be used. I'm firmly of the belief that like as soon as we get access to like like the resources of space, and we start like
Oh,
asteroid mining and stuff,
oh,
it's going to be like a literal like
Renaissance,
uh it's going to be a renaissance. Yeah, I was thinking of like a
Industrial Revolution.
no, I'm thinking of like what's it called when it's like that huge jump on a like a bar
Oh,
graph.
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, it's like exponential growth. That's what I was gonna
Mm.
say. Like you're just gonna see like everything just gonna like,
And that's
oh,
all it would
you need
take.
supercomputers? Like we have a
Hmm.
whole factory on asteroid T7081b.
Have you seen that one meme where it's like a great deity in space, and he's looking down on these creatures, and it's like 4 megabytes of RAM sending man to the moon, and then, or like 4 megabytes of memory sending man to the moon, and then it's all like terabytes barely able to run like Minecraft. Like it's just it's crazy what we used to do with tech, and like of course we're doing a lot of crazy stuff with it now, but it just for some reason it doesn't feel to scale in real time.
You know
But
why that is?
it's because we just do too much,
Yeah, it's like, the only reason we did that was to win the space race, and,
right?
we don't have one going on anymore, so largely, like, that kind of stuff has been, relegated to the back burner
I'm gonna
of
tell you the reason
like
I feel like we
to do.
don't have a space race is because it I think private industry kind of took it up, and then more funding is going into the private industry. Like I mean, hell, you got Amazon not only delivering people's meds, Amazon and freaking Tesla are delivering food up to the International Space Station. Like,
Oh yeah, you remember that Pizza Hut ad?
oh god,
They were ahead of the game.
they did it! Son of a gun, they did it. But okay, so that's Terra Invicta. Is it a pretty decent price game?
They didn't. I don't think there's a price anywhere yet.
What's the number that's gonna make you wince?
If it's anything more than 40, I mean, I don't feel like even I'd pay 40 for it, but if you go higher than that, then forget it.
Yeah. Hey, is it weird that I cringe whenever I see a Steam game over $50?
I mean, most of them are 60 for if they're AAA.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I guess I don't go for AAA games on Steam, so when I see a AAA game and it's more than, I guess a safer number to say is more than 40. Like when I see something over 39.99, I immediately like, do I really want to buy this? Because Lord knows I'm not gonna play it like I should. Um, so I'm already
Oh,
sitting back like, huh.
well, that sounds like you need Steam Summer Sale. Millions of deals worldwide.
Games
Uh,
active now.
yeah, I mean, the Steam Summer Sale is actually going on,
Yeah,
so
like
if you wanted to pick
yeah,
up any games,
I already bought
now is
two.
the time. Like, right on the front page here, Ghostwire Tokyo. $60? No, actually, it's $30.
That's not bad.
uh, which is, I guess, a steal if you are into weirdness.
Weirdness, get some. But no, so look, of course, off track. We wouldn't be a StarCrossed Gamers episode if we weren't completely off track. Um, me, I've been playing Symphony of War, right? I'm currently reviewing it now. Symphony of War is it, I guess the easiest way to describe it to somebody is a Fire Emblem style game. Like for those who pay attention to Nintendo and whether it's like old school Fire Emblem or that's probably the best way I could describe it, because otherwise it's a grid tactical squad tactical RPG where it's the combat is simulated, so you'll take the time to build out your different units on the in your army, and then you'll get a limited amount that you can put out onto the battlefield at a time. And it's always crazy because you always end up in situations that you can win, but you're like always outnumbered. I don't think I've ever been in a battle where I was not outnumbered. Um, it's like it's always pitted against you, but you tend to be able to make it out with some strategy. We should have a like a screen pop up like the word of the day, strategy. Um,
Like that
like
that SpongeBob one where he's like bent over and he's like talking funny.
oh. Or Pee Wee's Playhouse, like all of a sudden you see our faces start moving. Strategy, he said the word strategy. No, but yeah. So you, what makes this game so special to me, right, is the nostalgia factor, like the ogre battles, and like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by me not properly handling my technology and charging it like I'm supposed to before major shows. Whew, that was
Yeah,
a
I mean, imagine if we set the pineapple show to start and it's just like up his GoPro died.
bro, such a waste of good extermination. But no,
He wouldn't. He'd keep killing. I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
oh yeah, we would just miss out on his glory. But he would somehow figure out a way to show proof of what he did. Um, it's all he all comes
The
back with,
bodies don't lie.
yeah. Oh Lord, he's like, I got the index toe of each. Okay, this is horrible, but no, but no. So this game, right? Ogre Battles, the game that it's heavily inspired by, set me on my journey with RPGs. Before Ogre Battles, of course, I played Pokemon, but I didn't know what an RPG was while I was playing Pokemon. I thought Pokemon was just Pokemon. I mean, I was young enough. It just, I was like, oh, this is Pokemon. This is how this works. This is a Pokemon game. So I probably compared other RPGs of that style. Like if I'd have played old school Final Fantasy games, I'd have been like, oh, this is like Pokemon. I could totally have seen myself saying that. But with Ogre Battles, just the level of complexity. Like, oh, I got to worry about elements. I got to worry about terrain. I have to worry about matchups. I have to worry about positioning. Like, I have my, depending on where I put my soldiers is the type of attacks and defense they have. If I put my dragon that I captured, yeah, you can capture dragons. If I put my dragon in the front row, it does a narrow attack. If I put it in the back row of my unit's party layout, it'll do an area of effect attack. If I put my witch in the middle, she'll do a status effect. If I put her in the far back of the unit, she'll do a damage attack. Like, it just, all of these things. So here it is. I'm a kid because this is on Nintendo 64. So I'm this kid just sitting here like completely tripping out. And then even before you start the game, so in order to get into the story of the game, you have to answer a bunch of questions. and that determines how your army is going to be set up. And what type
Is
of
that right?
yeah, what type of general. And then what's crazy is that's even happens here in Symphony of War. So when you start off the
Yeah.
game, yeah, you got to answer those questions, and that determines what kind of starting soldier, what kind of starting generals you get, and it even your element and all of these things because all of that matters. And to
And
see a game,
choice
oh, go yeah,
matters.
choice matters. I wish there was more choices in Symphony of War because, like, so Johnny has played Symphony of War, right?
Yeah, I made it to chapter 8, which
Okay,
I thought I was further, but I was counting battles and not chapters.
okay. Well, check this out. So, in Ogre Battle 64, which the game was on Nintendo 64, so just to my sense of time is off, but just to let you know how old it is, you could actually go back to old battlefields and scour the area and get into random encounters.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's something that I haven't gotten into the end game of Symphony of War, but I was hoping that would be something that was happening. So Symphony of War is oddly enough on rails in comparison to a Nintendo 64 game,
Yeah. I
which
mean, I'm
that's kind of
guessing.
it's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, it's like developer intent, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, you had Atlas at peak Atlas developing that game versus Dancing Dragon. You know, no offense to him, it's just Atlas is clearly a way bigger company. Um, but I wonder if they're gonna add some form of like exploration element to it. They probably won't, but the closest thing they have to it is those open battles where you can farm resources. But in order to do those open battles, you got to collect the tokens, which you can only get them in certain areas through the story or through the store. But one thing I did find out is the stores are randomized. So you know how you have the marketplace where you can buy recruits, mercenaries, and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you save scum, you can constantly load to get what you're looking for.
Oh, I didn't think to do
I
that. I
did it
mean,
on
not even I have so saves coming.
right. So I did it on accident because I made a mistake in my skill tree purchase, and I clicked the one I didn't want. And I was like, "Oh, thank God I saved," and I went back and reloaded, and all of a sudden I was a little mad because it was a perfect list of items that I needed. Um, and I ended up start that's when I dove deeper to see if it was just a fluke, and I kept reloading until I got what I wanted. But yeah, so the soldiers change, their perks change, the items in the store change, and yeah, so you could really like if there's something very specific you're looking for that you like just need, you could technically load and reload over and over until you get that specific item. Now, who knows how long it'll take, because there is quite a bit of items in the game and quite a few soldiers. But yeah,
Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, there's this like optimal lineup that I want to do in my playthrough. Um, I don't know how feasible it's gonna pan out
it is
being,
so
but
hard. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I thought about it too because you can even get to a point, and I found out how you do it, and it kind of sucks because it pushes you like you're gonna have to go through the story because that's the only way
uh,
to get the research items required to unlock all the perks. Those little envelope, I
yeah,
forgot what they're called.
yeah, whatever, like parchment, like
There you go.
scrolls or whatever.
Yeah, it's scrolls. And
I got to the third tech, I think.
mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like I think I'm able to, or maybe I'm at that like tier 3.
Well, the
I
only
don't know.
way to unlock the top tier, because one of them that I was looking for, because I have a couple of dragoons, is and they're horse riding riflemen. The only way to get to the top tier to where they get to shoot twice during a combat is you have to completely fill out both sections that it's connected to.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
and I found because I unlocked the Dragon Rider ability. I don't have any Dragon Riders because I don't know how to make Dragon Riders, but I have the ability to make them. I just don't know how to like the requirements. But it's crazy. So there's a lot to the game, and the whole point of me even going down this rabbit hole is there's so many different systems and they work so well, and of course I could imagine it being completely overwhelming to somebody, like completely overwhelming. But for me, it's just like a nostalgia overload, and I immediately fell back into line and was just trying out, like going through each character after each map, seeing who can get an upgrade, going in and looking at stats and oh, how much more skill do they need. Every time I save my codex XP boost, because every time I get a dragon, I power level them right away to being a young dragon. I power level them all the way to being a green dragon, which is like the middle tier before he chooses either ice, lightning, or fire dragon.
He could be a blue ice white dragon.
Basically. And like I have warbow. I have a warbow army. Um, I got like a freaking tank of a Valkyrie party.
Oh, the
Uh,
paladin lady.
oh, dude, I have gold tier. Her two soldiers next to her are gold tier maxed out. So
Oh god,
when you max out your
you just
characters,
can't kill them, can they?
No, well, this is crazy. So I ended up doing the platinum challenge, right? Thinking like I
Oh,
just wanted to
what
test. And this I was
what a
gonna
man.
tell you this story off air, but I wanted to save it for now. So there's challenge tokens which are arenas where you can, if as many as you have is as many as you can use, and you get to actually farm and level up your crew. Now the only your units in your army. Only thing that sucks though is you only get to put in I think 5 people at a time, five different squads at a time. But you're going against like crazy armies. Like the platinum army you fight, there's dragon riders with freaking healers, and then they have like warbow squads, which they can shoot from like 3 or 4 squares away. So, and
Hmm.
then thank God you don't go against any cannoneers. And then they have
Oh yeah.
all those cannoneers, dude. So there was a suicide mission where I figured you had to die because of just how many cannoneers you had to fight, and it was,
I already know where this is going.
bro, it was a bloody massacre. Like I hung in there because I pulled back my army and put them up in different castles and whatnot, and like really fortified as best I could and worked my strategy as best I could. But everybody died. It was miserable. Like there was all like people praying and talking about raise my kids, and it was sad. It was a lot of emotion in this pixelated
Um,
game. Like,
wasn't wouldn't the counter to that just be like heavy calf?
but the problem is the sheer numbers. Like, okay, just to give you, so I took it as that, right? I was like, you know what, let me see if I can win, because if I can attack them first, because the thing about the cannoneers, the siege cannons, they can only attack when they're on the offense. So if you, as long as you attack them first, they can't shoot. So you could, and then they're very weak, but they usually have I forgot what the guys are called, shield maidens right in front of them. So I'm on the warpath. I take the paladin lady. Her name is Diana. I send her out there with another paladin crew I set up because it's clearly a working method, and they both have like dual healers and a sorceress, so they're badass. So I send them out, and it starts working. Things going well. I take out like 3 cannoneers, but then all of a sudden, I get I'm getting hit by like 6 cannoneers. So my army's being decimated. Like the attack phase took like 10 minutes, or the like because the enemy is just has so many soldiers. They had
Was
cavalry,
this
they had assassins. It was the Empire.
no? Like how many cannoneers were in a squad?
So for each squad I came across, the most I believe I seen was 3.
with like random stuff in front of
Oh,
them.
so you had the three cannoneers in the back, and then you were looking at the shield, the giant, great shield bearer dudes, like the
Yeah, I know what you mean.
phalanxes,
Oh my god, those guys. Oh,
bro,
that's a that's like a stupid combo there.
bro. And it just, but I was doing okay. But then you just the sheer number of it all, and then you can't recover. Like my healers started having to heal themselves, and the moment that happened, the whole team fell apart, and it was just getting decimated. And but one thing that was holding on was utilizing the walls of the castle. So I put my best archers or anybody basically with bows in those areas, and when you directly attack, only people who can shoot within range can fire back. So funny enough, my weakest squads ended up lasting the longest just because of the rules of engagement when it comes to shooting against people in castles and walls.
Yeah.
But and it's funny because there was I only lasted 3 rounds because if y'all would have lasted one more round, I would have got the second tier because the ultimate goal was to last 7 rounds. That was the ultimate like side quest. Hey, if you can make it 7 rounds, you did great. Like what?
Was that one of the mission objectives?
The one of the
Or
extra,
like
yeah, the
yeah,
side,
yeah.
yeah, the side mission objectives. Completely ridiculous, bro. But it was because I'm stubborn, and I was like, I almost wanted to reset and like start over the level. But what made it crazy is you had to fight an army before that point. So I had to destroy a kingdom's army right before that, and then as soon as that guy died, all of a sudden the main bad guy of the game, he starts laughing and he's like, "Well, it's our turn," and then you just see, I want to say it was over 12 cannoneer units.
Nothing can stop the empire.
No, I'm tripping. I think I got a screenshot of somewhere and I'll show you. I want to say it was like 8 or 9 in the southeastern corner of the map. And then on the other side, it was probably like, it was any, yeah, it was probably closer to 20. And then they had cavalry and then they had archers. It was just, it was stupid. There was no, I was not, clearly you weren't meant to win.
No, but you know what? You know, sometimes you got to get knocked down a peg or two,
Yeah, because
and
I was definitely on a rampage.
yeah, you're like, listen, pal, you just had like whatever 14 chapters of straight manslaughter. It's time we cut you down to size.
But then you come back as a god slayer. You know, it happens.
Yeah,
Like
as you
all,
do in
yeah,
kind of things.
in all good
He was
RPGs.
pineapple.
What do you mean you're not fighting a god? But yeah. So we're hitting those final moments. We talked about a lot of it being pineapple and how he's going to be the greatest savior to humanity. Um, is pineapple basically the crazy dude from Independence Day?
I was thinking that actually. Guys, I'm gonna crash this jet right into the spaceship. And it
He's,
worked.
and then he's gonna walk away from it. So, not fall to Earth. He's just all of a sudden gonna walk away. He's gonna have a parachute that's gonna be made of his T-shirt, like floating back to Earth from orbit. How, oh my god!
It's
Oh,
like it's like pineapple. How did you survive? Well, it's actually pretty simple, really. You aim the jet at the vulnerable part of the spaceship. I don't believe in using the ejector because, I'm a tough guy. So I punched the glass of the jet and just kind of just jumped out. And then I realized I didn't have a parachute, so I just used my shirt. And
oh my
like,
god!
what a guy, man.
Well, let me
Like
tell you
how
what I think would really happen. Like a piece of shrapnel off the explosion of the ship would hit him over the head, and it would knock his body unconscious, and then he would just like wake up on Earth safe and okay. And they're like, it was a freak accident, like simply because you were unconscious, your body was able to like survive impact.
Yeah, it's like you went limp, and that was actually what you wanted to do.
Oh my god! Oh, guys, it has been real Thank you so much, Johnny. I'm glad we did this. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. Any other YouTubey things I'm supposed to say, Johnny?
Yeah, hit subscribe to our Patreon where we'll be uploading the after hours episode right after this.
Oh Lord, I
Because
wonder,
it always happens. We just never record it.
dude. We definitely. I think once we get everything established, that's gonna be something we have to set up, like LV1 gaming after dark. Except
Oh
it's
my
like no
god.
nudity. I
Only
mean,
profane language.
only profane language. All this prim and proper stuff goes out the window. We're going full pineapple.
No, yeah. Oh god. I don't think we're ready for that.
but yeah, Johnny, send him off.
Uh, all right, Commander. Another successful mission. It looks like Baron J67 was the spy, and he's been defeated. Humanity reigns supreme, and it was only thanks to you, General Gorilla Man of the Humanity First, that was able to save us all.
Oh my god.
Until next time, Commander.
Bye, guys.
Yes.